Hi guys. Hello, my name is Day here once again and welcome to another YouTube video. So we tied the scarf today to hide because my hair is it's looking a little rough and we're trying to hide our shame. So that's what's going on. So yeah, I want to talk about something kind of first and foremost, peep the fit. I don't know, I just think I look nice today. So peep the fit, we got the the nice little cargo pants. Got the crop top, just showing a little bit of skin. I'm not trying to reveal too much. We're children of Jesus. And got the old beat up Vans. That's what's going on today. So yeah. Okay. So now back to the real, the real tea. So today what I want to talk about is kind of funny. I just feel like social media kind of trivializes a lot of important things, and it just kind of okay, I feel that we as youth kind of use social media to dumb down the importance of a lot of situations that we need to take seriously. Like there are so many situations that are supposed to be taken seriously, are supposed to be looked at as things that we need to talk about, are supposed to be looked at as important topics that we don't really take seriously simply because we think that, oh, we're kids, and it's not our time yet, this and that. We have to realize that we're not children anymore. Most of us are old enough to know what is really good. Like we have to know the important things. We have to be able to talk about these important things. And I feel like we don't like to talk about them a lot. I feel like we use social media as a way to like address them but not relay the gravity of the situation, which is a problem because at the end of the day, like a lot of us don't see like some examples of like social, us not taking social media seriously is things like, okay, the Florida shooting. Like that's the most recent example I can think of. It was a terrible thing that happened, and they were thinking of arming teachers. And I saw like a whole bunch of pictures on Twitter about like, oh, different teachers have different types of guns, and if it's a librarian, the gun will have a silencer because you're supposed to be silent in the library and things like that. And that's like, it's funny, but at the same time, like it's an important thing, like it's a problem, it's an issue. Gun control is a very serious issue, and I think in order to be able to address the situations, we as youth like to make them not as serious as they are. And everybody needs a little bit of speak English, Adelua. Comic relief, not to take anything too seriously. But at the end of the day, we have to take something seriously. Like when Trump wanted to bomb North Korea wanted to bomb us. People were like, oh, I'm going to pack my bags and move to Africa, or this and that, or I'm going to, carry my wounds and my armpits and go somewhere else, or things like that. And it's like, yeah, that's cool and that's funny and everything. It's funny to laugh about it. But what if he actually wanted to bomb us? That you would be dead. I don't know, I just think that we need to take a lot more things, seriously. I just think we need to, these elbows are up. I think we need to take more things seriously, as you said. I think we need to be able to address these things, talk about them more. Even things like mental health. Mental health is such an important thing, and I, as someone who is going through a lot right now, like, as a college student, as a person, personality crises and things like that, I am now seeing more of the importance of mental health. And I think that social media is kind of like, oh, I'm dying inside, but it's okay. That's what a lot of like us youth carry on social media, is that we're dying inside, but it's okay. And it's like not. Like there are ways that we could talk about it and address it. And I think I guess that's a coping mechanism for some people. It's kind of just like talking about it but not making it as serious as it is. But I mean, nobody's gonna really want to take you seriously if you're crying out for help, if you're just trivializing all these things. So I just think that us as youth, as children, need to take a lot more things that we don't tend to take seriously. I think we use social media as a crutch to pretend and not to want to address these serious situations. We don't want to talk about these things. We don't want to worry about these things. We don't want to face the reality that we have to grow up eventually. Like I know I am 7 years old in my mind, and I hate the fact that like I have to like start worrying about like paying bills and things like that. Like that's like That's hard. I don't want to worry about that, but we have to. Like, we're no longer, little kids. We're no longer children. We're no longer, babies. You have to think about, I might actually have to worry about that. And I think that we forget that we have to worry about these things. I think we tend to sidestep that we have to worry about these things. I think we tend to, just not really want to think about it, but it has to happen. We have to, think about it, and we have to be able to speak truth to power. I think our generation is the generation that has the most mouth, that has the most voice. I mean, just look at the kids from the Florida shooting. Look at what they're doing. They're literally standing. I was watching a CNN debate today, and they were standing up in front of the NRA talking about, this is not right. What are you going to do about it? Asking people like Marco Rubio, asking the NRA spokesperson representative, what are you going to do about the issue? What are you going to do about these problems? And a lot of times, these people in the government were like sidestepping the issue or finding ways not to address it. And I love the fact that kids of our generation are now coming up and talking like, okay, this is no longer a game. Like, we have to talk about it. So I just think that, this rant kind of went on left on right and center on 17 directions, but that's just the way. Is how the mind works. But yeah, I just think that we should work better into addressing these situations, because as much as we like to live in the fantasy world of college, drinking, fun, happy, drink, get drunk, wake up in the morning, go and eat eggs and toast and be fine, that's not going to be the reality of the situation forever. It has become more and more apparent that our generation has to become more and more vocal in order, because nobody's going to listen to us. People think that we're unserious because some people decide to do stupid things like eat Tide Pods. Why? I don't know. But they tend not to take our generation seriously because we don't take ourselves seriously. And then we'll come and be complaining and crying that, nobody wants to listen to me. They don't want to take me seriously. When we're not doing anything to be taken seriously. When we're not even taking ourselves seriously, when we're using things like social media to just pretend that these things don't exist, that these problems don't happen, that we're not going through these things, which is a lie, because we are. So, yeah, that's what I want to talk about today. Thanks for listening. Thank you so much. You're a great person. Love, peace, and kisses. Okay, sorry. Okay, thanks so much for watching another video. Like, subscribe, share to all your friends. Like I said, every time it's free. It's not gonna cost you money to press subscribe button. Just to click it at the time. And you can even like the video. Help my situation. Thank you so much. Bye.